Hey everybody, it's Dave Berman from Daily Laughers. This is our Laugh of the Day video number 679 for the 9th of November 2017. And it's the fourth in at least 8 parts in a series that I'm doing to look at how laughter yoga can reveal lessons from the 3 principles. Or another way of putting it is when we look to understand the relationship of thought, mind, and consciousness, the 3 principles, we often talk about it in a way that's really up here in our head, and laughter yoga can help us explore these same ideas through our body and understand in a whole different way. So we've already looked at, they're both inside out, they're both subtractive, they're both innate, and they both have the ability to, or just kind of naturally, part of the innateness of both is that they enhance our resilience. They reveal to us how we are so resilient. With the 3 principles, one of the ways that this has really shown up for me is discovering that I never really need to prepare for much of anything, but especially for conversations. Have you ever rehearsed a conversation in your head that you're anticipating having? Does the conversation ever go exactly the way that you imagine it will? I've never had that happen. And one day I realized that because it never goes the way that I rehearse it in my head, what's the point of rehearsing it? That I have whatever I need inside me to help me adapt and adjust to whatever actually happens from the starting point that maybe I can predict. Maybe it's a job interview, maybe it's asking somebody on a date, whatever it may be. But there's so many conversations, like the vast majority of conversations that we have in our life, that we can't possibly even predict or anticipate we're going to have. So we do just fine in most of these, and it's because we have what we need already inside of us. So whatever doesn't go exactly the way that you anticipated, this is illustrating that we have this resilient capacity to adjust and to draw upon whatever we need that's already inside us. And so when we mistakenly believe that what we're feeling, or even maybe resources that we think we need, are coming from outside of us, and it's just this innocent misunderstanding that we talked about in the first video of this series. It's like we're wearing a pair of goggles or glasses that shades how we view things. So a classic example in literature, we have the expression rose-colored glasses. That's where we're looking at the world as if everything is awesome and beautiful. But the truth is that we sometimes put on glasses or goggles that maybe have a different hue or tint, not rose-colored. Maybe we're wearing anger-colored glasses, or fear-colored glasses, or shit-colored glasses. And what we're feeling is not what we're thinking about. What we're feeling is actually the kind of filter that we've put on over our means of perceiving. So the kinds of lenses, the kinds of glasses that we just happen to be wearing at the moment. And we have all different kinds of glasses. And in laughter yoga, we sometimes choose to put on our teehee binoculars. And so this allows us to be playful and see all sorts of things in a different light, and really reveals to us that our perspective is always a choice. And that's not to say that you have to choose your thoughts, but to recognize that your perspective is what is influencing how you're feeling. So we put on our teehee binoculars in laughter yoga, and we walk around and we make eye contact and we can adjust the perspective. And it's just a fun and playful way of changing what we're seeing and how we're seeing it. And it gives us an opportunity to see things that maybe were bugging us or troubling us in a different light. And then when we realize what we've done essentially to ourselves, how we've maybe allowed ourselves to take a view that's less resourceful or more resourceful or completely made up and not realistic in any way, shape, or form, when we've kind of bought into the illusion that what's outside of us has a bearing on how we feel, this can lead us to do what I consider to be the most important laugh in the entire universe of laughter yoga exercises. Take your finger like this. Now go like this. And look at your finger. Laughing at ourselves is, I think, the most empowering thing that we can do in laughter yoga. Seeing that whatever happens, we're all right. We're always okay. We have everything we need already inside us. And this is what I mean by resilient, that we can bounce back, that we can always have a different way of looking at ourselves, of looking at the world. But the principle of it all is that it works inside out. And what we're feeling is only ever telling us about the lens that we're seeing the world through. And when you have this understanding in your body, it leads to an enhancement of your resilience. So this is something else, the fourth of at least 8 things we're going to look at in common between the 3 principles in laughter yoga. And if you struggle with seeing things from the inside out, if life seems harder than it ought to be, if you're not finding fulfillment in what you're doing, these are some clues that you could do well with more laughter in your life. And they also suggest that some coaching work could be helpful to you as well. So private message me and we'll have what I call a connection call to see if the connection between us feels right and suggests that we'd be a good match for some coaching work. So I'd love to hear from you. Of course, you can have access to all these videos through Daily Laughers on Facebook. We've got the videos on YouTube as well. And you can support us with a monthly subscription on Patreon. We've been making these videos teaching laughter demonstration, or giving you laughter demonstration videos every day to teach you different ways to laugh on purpose for nearly 2 years, every single day. So that's my my offer to you. Laugh with me every single day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.